What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Dre Montana, and welcome to another gameplay of LA Noire. And today we on another case with your boy Cole Phelps and Finbar. Yes, that is his real name, Finbar Galloway, his partner. Without further ado, let's get on with the next case. The white shoe slaying. Oh, she drunk.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
All right. We're back at it.
Skipper,
Solve another case.
Genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt that.
These people love to talk about Cole, man. I'm a
California. When's it gonna stop?
I'm a well-known detective. It never rains in sunny California. It never rains, no. That's a damn lie.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling.
California's love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to sing.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make the first base.
I'm seeing 12:17 p.m.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Oh, at least they keep her fully clothed, though.
Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Interesting. That was kind of weird. Didn't she have a bag on her when she was alive?
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
F1363. F1363. Okay, it's not on her arm here. Nothing here. Okay. Footprints.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Okay. A car pulled up.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Alright. We're done here.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Okay.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
A hobo?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah, because people want to be snitches out here. I don't care. I'll snitch. I ain't in that street life anyway. I'm not.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
Alright. I mean, we could check out the hobo camp, but let's check out everything first.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
To the laundry service. And you drive, my boy. I'm not driving.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
I'm going in first, boy.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway.
I might have to change my outfit too anyway.
Case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Well, damn. All right, then. I guess I'll look.
Down that dress, is it there?
Let's see. F1. Here it is.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
All right. Got what we came for. Now, before we go, let me change my outfit real quick. You know, we just came out from the rain too, so might as well change the outfit, you know.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let's go to the address. 43 Emerald Street. We're gonna talk to somebody about that household.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Indeed.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing person report actually rules.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Baron's Bar. Interesting.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
I wonder why too. Not a happy home, I see. This is her This is her pocketbook.
Doesn't look like anything.
Doesn't.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Oh, a wet jacket.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Sure was. You got some muddy boots too. Size 8s.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
What's inside here? I wonder.
So she went out without her handbag?
It doesn't make any lick of sense.
At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
I might say, who the hell leave their driver's license behind? I would never leave my license behind. I don't know how people could do that, but I just can't do that. No siree. Oh no. Alright, let's check. What's this? Triple braid rope?
Like a match with the ligature marks.
I must say, did the coroner say something about that? Triple braid rope. That's the same one. Got a lot of explaining to do.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
All right, time to ask the questions.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
You're lying.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
What about the rope? It matches on the victim. The ligatures.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
Shame on you.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
There's more to that story, though. You're not telling me the full truth.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night, she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
I call bullshit. You're not telling the truth.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
Oh, damn, buddy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, buddy.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Oh, how do I figure that? Well, you got a wet jacket from last night. I know you're lying.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's.
See?
Nothing happened.
Now the story makes sense
I
now.
walked back and got the car this morning.
The story makes sense now.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go
Your
downtown.
wife saw you messing around, so she's gonna mess around.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. We could break the husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched to check out his alibi.
All right.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alrighty then. We out of here. Now let's head on to the bar.
Appreciate your time, sir. You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to the bar.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Baron's Bar.
They could seen better days.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Think? I'm using my tuition. Okay, everybody say good cop. Let's try good cop.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
That's good to hear.
Side between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Okay.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Boy, you're not telling the truth.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
All right.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
I love it when they run.
Bates, we just want to talk.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Get out the way, get out the way.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
That's sad. I'm trying to get you closer.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. All right, you got it.
You thought you was gonna run away from us, buddy?
Hands behind your head.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Nah, you don't have a choice. At all.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Hell no, we ain't finished here.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
Oh, that won't sound good.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Lying again. You know what
You've
happened.
done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault.
See? You was trying to violate that woman.
Sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
Seems like a nice boy.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
All right, let's go to the police station.
He's in interview 2.
All right.
What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
I say we bust in there and find the
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here.
I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
Couple drinks and other shit happened.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
I'm taking a look at you too. Y'all both guilty for something.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Okay.
You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks. You can drive.
And now we're going to the hobo camp?
Where are we going?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Let's do it.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Only have time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
Well, we got the shotty. What's going on here?
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Terrellson. You need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Oh.
Stop to keep you down, Phil.
If you want your
These men
rightful
know they're
share,
harboring a murderer.
we need to...
I ain't wasting no time with you, boy.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman.
Oh, I was not playing around, bro. I'm knocking your ass out.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
What's
Someone's
this?
over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Missing morphine. Cop says goons fine for dope war. That's wild.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
Come on,
So how
Sheldon.
am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
Nah, he's better trained. You're not.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Playing with drugs, man. This is why I say, don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do drugs. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, let's check the personal effects.
Doesn't tell me anything.
No, he was in the army. There's the purse. The crystal ballroom, right?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
He's not. The bloodstained rope.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
All right, we got all of the evidence we need. Let's close this case.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
All right, let's close this case once and for all. I had to make sure my mic was still on. Shoot.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder. We're going this way.
Oh, not that? Okay.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
No, I'm not.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terreldson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You sure about that? 'Cause I know you're lying.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terreldson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
I got proof. We found a bloodstained rope piece on your desk.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Then why is it on your desk?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terreldson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
But you did kill her.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Case closed, buddy.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
I'm glad. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. That's a case closed right there. Well, we missed a lot of clues. We missed like 4 clues. And we got a 4-star. Damn. Well, it is what it is. I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you check out the playlist of all my LA Noire gameplays. And if you've seen them all, but except for the previous one, make sure you check that one out. And also make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share amongst your friends and family. I will see y'all for the next one. Until then, carry on and enjoy yourselves.